I am here today at Thurlaston Airgun and Archery.
That's right.
A really nice, lovely place. We'll probably have some B-roll there to show you what it looks like. We're in the wooded area, which is pretty nice. We're covered from all the rain and all the wind that's coming through. But yeah, today I'm with Gaj from Action Sports Games. Today we have an interesting rifle in front of us. This, bear in mind, is one of two in two different colors and two different configurations. But before I carry on and make a mistake, Gaj, would you like to introduce this rifle to us?
Sure. Well, first of all, as you know, ASG, it's all about licenses. We love licensed stuff, so we did an Accuracy International, fully licensed Mark 13 rifles. This one here is a Mark 13 Compact, which really will be a bit of an Airsoft favourite, I think. The longer version is the Mod 7. Now, the Mark 13 Mod 7 is actually the military version.
Okay.
So it's in the same coloration and style as what the MARSOC Scout Sniper teams use.
Okay.
The only real difference is barrel length. Everything else is the same. Massive attention to detail. If you like, I can show you through some of the features.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So going from
The front?
muzzle to back. So we've got... It comes with two of these Risrail mounts
Okay.
there, and we've taken one off the side to mount this ASG bipod on the bottom. This is removable with a 14mm counterclockwise thread.
Yeah.
But I think I've not tried. It might take Surefire style. We've got a T6 aluminium rail,
Yeah.
20mm on top, and what's called key slot on the side. Might look like key mod, but Action International call theirs key slot.
Okay, cool.
And they do specify that not all key mod things will fit key slot.
Okay.
So it's worth checking before you go and try and put a torch or a laser on there that,
You've got the right...
yeah, just check it works
Okay,
properly.
cool.
Okay, now clever thing about this is that this magazine here is actually dummy.
Okay.
So, because it's a VSR compatible set of internals inside, that's just actually
Just a dummy
an empty
mag.
yeah.
Okay.
To actually access the real mag, I'll try and slide that back in blind. There
Yeah.
we go. If you look under here, you'll see there are 3 bolts.
Yep.
That bolt there is actually fake. You depress it, and I'll try and
Do you want
do
me to help?
Yeah, if you just pull the front
From
of
a
it. Pull
distance.
it. There you go. So,
There we go.
taking that out, we've got a 50 round VSR compatible magazine.
Awesome. Cool.
Equally, a nice touch here as well is that when the bolt's pulled to the rear, it'll be tricky to do if you just hold that for
I'll
a
hold
second.
it.
Hang on. When the bolt's pulled to the rear and locked, there's an aperture there,
Yep.
which means that if you've got a scope on that goes over the normal hop-up adjustment bolt,
Yeah.
you can adjust it from the bottom as well.
That's awesome. So
Really
it's 2
nice
points
touch.
of entry for the adjustment.
Yeah, the actual screw itself works on both ends, so literally it's one screw, but it just gets moved up and down. And it's
okay.
a top-down hop as well, so you
That'll
get
be
a
something
really,
interesting to see in the future.
get a really nice even pressure on it.
That's
I'm
cool.
just going to safely fire off this action
Yep.
into the ground. There's nothing loaded in there at all.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going through the actual hop-up bit. As you can see here as well, we've got a fluted mock bolt.
I'm just going to put this
Yep.
back on, or try.
It should just clip straight on.
There we go.
Safety catch here.
Yep.
It's quite nice. Accuracy International branding moulded into the polymer.
That's nice.
And you've got here, which is great for being even more compact. And again, it's hard to do from this position. You've got a collapsible stock.
That's
now, the
awesome.
beauty of that is, unlike a lot of fold-away sniper rifles, you can still operate the gun with the stock folded.
That's cool.
It's obviously suboptimal, you wouldn't want to do it, but if you were carrying this around, you get that chance of a snapshot, you can just unsling it without having to worry about folding that out.
Awesome.
I probably wouldn't do that myself. If we go back onto the stock here,
Yeah, of course. So this is retention held on the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's a little bit, again, there's a little plug there that holds into that socket.
Okay.
That holds it in. Oh, sorry, this is really hard to manoeuvre in those.
It's fine.
Moving on to the stock, your cheek pad is fully adjustable.
Cool.
Lifts up to about that high, I believe.
Okay.
And you can take these spacers out of the rear
Just
as
like
well.
the M40.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if you've got particularly short arms or long arms, you can adjust that
You
to
can
your
adjust
own
it.
personal favourite cheek weld.
Okay.
So it's fairly adaptable and adjustable out the box. Everything about it, to me, it's beautifully in the way it's made. I'm biased, right, but I think this is one of the nicest sniper rifles I've ever
It
seen.
looks pretty nice, I'm going to be honest, with the key slot, not the key mod. Honestly, I'm more of an M-lock guy, but to be honest, when it comes to accessories, you end up covering it with all sorts of stuff anyway. One thing I find very interesting is how you've made it VSR compatible by being technically a TM VSR.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dummy mag's something that's interests me. I'd like to see that from I don't know, that could be a positive or a negative depending on who you are. If you're someone who really wants to be true to the design, you go, oh, it's a dummy mag, I don't want it.
Yeah.
But because you've got all the compatibility with VSR mods, you can make this as good as it can get.
I think that's the key. I mean, and I have to be honest, I have several airsoft snipers after 20 years in the game. And again, I'm going to sound biased saying this, but I've got a very top-end sniper rifle that this performs almost as well as out of the box. I've never seen that in an airsoft sniper rifle. I honestly think you buy a sniper rifle, you spend £100, £200 upgrading it.
Yeah.
I was bedding the hop up in this before you guys got here last week, and I could comfortably hit targets out to 80 metres even before the hop up was bedded in.
Awesome.
Bit of crosswind, so it was a bit tricky, had to aim off a bit. But I think the VSR compatibility will be great because, as we know, most snipers like to tinker.
Exactly.
We like to think this is great out of the box, but if you do want to tinker, you've got that access to all those parts and all those accessories that will be easy to do. You're not buying custom parts, you're not having weird things made for a unique rifle that's all proprietary parts.
And if things break
Easy
internally,
fix.
you know how to fix it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So could you cover through the difference in configurations? Because obviously there is a longer version
There is.
and different colours as well, right?
Okay, so we'll stick with this for a second.
Yep.
So this, the Mark 13 Compact, comes in this olive green and black configuration.
Mm-hmm.
There's a version that swaps out the polymer furniture for tan,
Okay.
and you can have it all in black as well.
Okay, awesome.
So there's 3 variants of the Compact.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put the Compact away for a second.
Of course. Bye.
Okay. Now if we move here, we have the sort of military issue MARSOC version.
Nice
This
and long.
only comes in tan.
Okay, cool. So the longer version only comes in tan.
And
Okay.
you'll notice as well that the key slot rail is also in tan rather than black.
Yeah.
But we tried to model this as much as possible on the actual MARSOC sniper rifle.
Yeah.
So this is really for your MilSim purist who wants to look the part, feel the part, and like I say, you just feel the quality of the polymer on it, and it actually feels like a real rifle to me.
Yeah.
From my limited experience in real rifles.
Well, you say it looks like a real rifle and feels like one. You can find quite interesting quality chassis for the M700, for the Tikka, for all these different real rifles. And to be honest, you think the quality of Airsoft branded stuff is bad. It's not. The quality is based on the durability, not the look and the feel. In the end, it's all about making it perform and function the way it's supposed to.
I literally, I used to be a reservist years ago, and I've seen some captured weapons that are shocking. And if it was an airsoft model, I'm not buying that. But you know, real armies have gone to war with it. So,
Exactly.
Sometimes I think in airsoft we do over-engineer. Not me personally, an ASG person. As an
I think in
industry.
general it is,
Yeah.
and I think it's being detached from the actual military market or the firearms industry. Sometimes you just don't realize how you could literally just stamp metal together and call it a gun.
I know for us, because obviously licensing is a big part of ASG, and
Yeah.
holding that actual international license, we have to do a good job as well.
True.
Because if we produce something that they feel is subpar or doesn't represent their brand well, they'll just go, well, you're not honouring the license, so we probably
gonna
won't
remove
renew
it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So I would like to think with this, from having a couple of days on the range with it already, that we've done a good job. But if you'd like to have a shoot later, you can see for
Yeah,
yourself.
of course. We'll have some more footage of us shooting it. You'll probably hear me talking more in the future. But yeah, thank you so much, Gash.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks for inviting us over to Thurlaston Airgun and Archery. And yeah, we'll have a look and have a play and see how this rifle stacks.
Fantastic.
Thank you.